Welcome to Subnautica. Haven't done a video in a while. I'm about to set off on an adventure, so I figured now was a good time. Especially since this was available for free in March, which was last month. Anyway, if you picked it up and you only got to the first part and you're not given much direction and you sort of gave up thinking, alright, well this maybe isn't for me. If you press on a little bit, it gets really good. Really good. So I'm going to start off with this, just get a few quick basic pointers that will, I'm not sure what's going on there, a few quick basic pointers that will let you start out and then quickly make progress on your own. I'm not going to tell you where everything is or exactly how to do everything. I'm just going to kind of give you a guide into how you should think about things. First off, this is where you start. You crash land in this thing, and it's on fire and really messed up when you get here. It's okay, they give you a fire extinguisher, you can put it out. This is your best friend. It allows you to make all kinds of things. You don't start off with this many recipes because you won't know about them, but that's okay. Everything you need to start off with, to do everything in here, is within 100 to 200 meters of the life pod, so you don't have to worry about needing to go far. But the game's not very obvious about what exactly you need to find or how to find it. This is your best friend too. It makes these every once in a while. Very good. First things you need to build are scanner. When I get underwater, I'll show you why. And a repair tool, because this shit's all messed up. No, it's actually still broken. I don't know what I just did, but apparently I was waiting the entire game to do that. Anyway, so yeah, you need to fix your crap so that everything works in here. Especially this. This will give you clues like where other escape pods are and potential sources of wreckage and materials and data. Data pads and data boxes will give you blueprints sometimes and useful information. So, you don't have to come in and out from the roof every time. I didn't realize till, a couple hours in, you can just drop out the bottom. I'm about somewhere between 30 and 40 hours in, and I've moved up from just swimming around, as you can see. We'll get to that stuff. So, you scan shit, need that stuff, everything that stuff. Not all of it's useful. These little purple guys, very useful. This stuff, useful. And if I can find something quick, I don't want to waste a lot of time, loose daylight. I'll take a tootle over here. It's very nice here, you don't have to worry too much about it. You're not going to have as much oxygen as I do, or be able to, survive as long underwater, but doesn't matter. Look around inside, little cavey things. I've pretty much cleared this out. Here you go. Find some rocks to bang on. Stuff comes out of them. In shallows, you can find limestone like that, and then you can find little brown rocks that I think are sandstone. Those two types of rock will get you everything you need, mineral-wise, for early game. If you have hunger and thirst turned on, you can just run up and grab a fish, cook it in your fabricator, and eat it. And certain types of fish will give you water. I don't know what they look like. I've turned off hunger. I can still die, but I just don't get hungry or thirsty. Oh, these little guys here. These little guys here, if I can catch up to it, is a bladderfish. I don't think I've scanned one yet. Do I? Oh, yeah, I have. Anyway, those guys give you water. That's the basics. Once you have your scanner and your repair tool, you'll want to build a looks like a Remington razor, but it's a crafty thing for building stuff. And then you can move up to something a little bit bigger. Build your own radio wherever, crafty thing, make battery storage, battery chargers and all that crap. That would be stage 2 of base building. Right? Next stage in base building would be a scanner room. Like after you get to this point and you find out how to build scanner room, you've got to go and find wreckage and scan it. And you'll find different parts of things, scanner rooms, but you won't have blueprints for all this stuff right off. So if you scan wreckage in various parts you find on the floor or the ocean, you will get everything you need for a basic room like this. You have to add the windows yourself. If it starts to leak on you, you need to reinforce the walls because it's too strong for whatever depth. It's not strong enough for whatever depth you have it in. At some point, you'll move up to finding a vehicle modification bay. Probably after you find the blueprints for this little guy. This little guy will be your best friend for a long time. As long as it's got power, you get all the oxygen you need in that. So you can use this as a tiny little mobile base. You can put storage on it. You can increase its depth stuff, you know. In order to do most of that, you'll need to build one of these guys. But you can customize the colors and all that stuff. It's really cool. I don't have a battery in it, so right now, can't drive it. Because now it's adventure time. See, this is my other one. This one's modified for the depth. It's got armor, it's got a sonar, and all that stuff. This is my Explorer. It'll go down 900 meters. Which if you think going down there is spooky. But what I'm going to try and do is build another base, like a second stage base, down at a cool spot I found. And hopefully it's not lower than 900 meters, so I can either build or bring one of these down there and use it as a ferry to get materials that only are available near the surface. Because I have a lot of materials on this thing. Because it's freaking huge. But there's some stuff I may not be able to replenish once I get that deep. That's my vehicle building platform. You'll get to that. Watch out for those guys. They spew acid out their asses. Other than that, they're harmless. But we're going to go on an adventure. And we're going down there. It's, kilometer and a half away, give or take, and quite a long way straight down. Take you for a tour of the old submarine. Building a flashlight will be good too if you're afraid of the dark. This thing comes with storage. That leads up to the bridge. We'll take the long way. Remember to close these, because if one compartment gets damaged and starts leaking, I think they stop it from flooding all of them. Such is the case in the base anyway. At some point you find blueprints for one of these guys, which is awesome, because it goes way deeper than the little sub. And you can drill large deposits of stuff. Punch things with your fist. You can put torpedoes on it if you want. I couldn't be bothered, because they're not like explodey torpedoes, they're like weird torpedoes. It's just a fairly non-violent game. There's just not really combat based, Okay, back here under the engine room. Oop. Flashlight turns off when you climb ladders. Propeller shaft. Upgrade console. I'm almost full energy, lots of health. 6 power cells to charge this thing, and make sure you have 6 on hand, ready to go. If you're going anywhere. One quick tip with this thing, probably the most important mod you can put on this. Engine efficiency, and then obviously depth. This is useful for going certain places so you can activate the force field, but don't leave it on, it'll suck your energy. And this is great for when you get down deep where the lava is, because the sub will charge itself. And these are probably the best way to avoid getting eaten by things that are, believe it or not, larger than this. Make sure all my hatchets are close. See, lots of decoys reloaded here. This is the top of my little, he's a bit... Okay, I'm gonna fix that because it's gonna bother me. Punch. Drill. And I've got a jump jet. I know, come on, get up. There we go. Now it should be sitting correctly. It loads in funny sometimes when you save it. Yeah, there you go. And it's also got a storage thing on the back. If you're wondering how to get to it, there's a console. You can access upgrades, and you can access storage. I don't have all that much in here right now. Oh no, I don't want to do that actually. When you mine stuff, it goes into the storage of the actual craft. So if you're wondering why you don't see it in your own inventory when you've mined a bunch of crap, don't panic. In this thing, it's like a mobile base. You can build your own lockers. Have a whole bunch of shit. Battery charger, which will drain from the main power of the sub. So if you're charging a bunch of stuff, don't be surprised when the power goes out. Lots of lockers. I can put my own fabricator in here. You gotta have the Keep Calm Kitty poster. Vital piece of kit, that is. My own radio here, so if I unlock something and get a radio broadcast, I don't have to come all the way back to the surface in the escape pod to answer the message. And here, you'll see all the compartments. If you're swimming, you come in here. This is the bottom of this is the storage compartments. This is the bottom of the vehicle bay. Beneath the engine room, top of the vehicle bay, where you can get into the prawn. This is where I built all my lockers and have a fabrication station, and this is the command deck, I guess. Alright, so before we run out of daylight, I realized that was all very rapid fire, but the point of this was not to be a step-by-step tutorial. Train of thought you want? What do you logically want next? What do you need to do next? If you don't have it, explore. Usually, whatever you need next is within reach of your capabilities at the time. So explore. You will find what you need. Like if you need to go deeper to find shit, well, all the upgrades you need and all the materials you need to build those upgrades to go deeper will be at a depth that you can reach without having to go deeper, if you catch my meaning. So, okay, I'm on fast. Fast makes a fair bit of noise. Turn my lights on. Noise is what a lot of underwater creatures detect you with, so be advised. Oops. I'm going close to the ship. It's very radioactive. Basically, you won't be able to explore it until you get that radioactive suit I just put on.
I hit slow.
Slow mode will make a lot less noise. It's fairly slow. But you have cameras. You can look around. This is underneath. Very handy. On the bottom right hand of the screen there, you'll see a little indication of which way I'm pointing in relation to the sub, so I don't get confused. You will need these cameras. Anyway, let's be off. Here we are, 13 meters down. Sunny and nice. Not going to be sunny and nice where we're going. Where are we going? We're going down there, so. The submarine does have proximity sensors, I guess you could say. So if you're about to smack into something, it'll tell you. And as you can see, even only at 48 meters, shit starts to get spooky pretty quick. Now I'm going to sort of follow, follow the landscape. That didn't help. On my way down. Because the spot you crash land your pod on or whatever is basically the top of a volcano, inactive. And once you get to the rim and drop down off the side of it, I don't think there's anything down below it. So, yeah, hey, no danger in this thing, but when you're little and just swimming around, those things will make your day bad. They won't hurt this thing. Oh, there you go. You just saw a little flash of the proximity sensor. But this is a very chill game sometimes. It's also very tense and spooky a lot of times. Oh, hello. What's this? There's a small chance that might actually lead where I'm going. But I don't want to take this giant sub through a kilometer of unknown cavern to get to where I'm going. So, oops, wrong button. We are going to go over this and around. What's dark now. I don't think it's nighttime. There's a regular eclipse that happens on this planet. And sometimes it gets dark very quickly, but it's only for a short period of time. I think this might be that. Well, the moon's out. Oh no, it might actually be nighttime. Make sure I don't run into an undersea mountain. That would suck. Okay, here we go. I think we're coming over the edge of the rim. Dropping into a lower area. Bye-bye, sunlight. Close to something. Start veering to port, I think. Not really much to say about this. Just a lot of dark water. Hey, that noise? Sounds creepy. You'll come to like it. It's the noise, the thing that's making it is not harmful. It's not that. That will hurt you. This game's made me jump a few times so bad that my controller flew out of my hands, or spilled coffee on myself, or choked on my cigarette, or whatever it was. Yeah. Understandably so. I mean, I'm only 100 meters down. I can still see the surface, so. There's just random spooky shit you can barely see. I mean, this is a great game for, terrifying the shit out of you if you have any fear of deep black water, or what's the term for it, megalophobia. Yeah, it's don't play this if you have megalophobia or claustrophobia or whatever the fear of depth is. Profundophobia. I don't think that's a word, but I like the way it sounds. Alright, we're close. We're starting to be able to see stuff. That's, I think, the side entrance. Oh god, I don't know. You know what, I'm just gonna go straight down here. Switch to keel camera though. Okay, we're going slow. Keel camera. Keel? Oh, keel's pointed all kinds of crazy directions. We're going. Oh, Jesus. I don't like those guys. They're like swimming EMP bombs. Oh, that's the guy I'm trying to watch out for.
Creeping attack. Deploying decoy.
Leave me alone.
Warning. External hull damage detected.
Yeah, no shit.
Deploying decoy.
Come on, leave me alone. Can't see shit with this force field on. Those are deployable things you can build. Don't leave home without one. Especially if you find somewhere that's hard to get in and out of. Alright, I'm going to disable this now. Yeah, see that drained a lot of power. Are we okay? We seem to be. Alright, shutting down, doing some repairs.
Powering down.
Lights off, don't want to draw attention. Yep, we got some damage. Alright, where's the damage? All over the place. Alright, here goes. I should probably do a video cut just in case I run out of... Okay. You know what? In my opinion, the only thing this game is missing... I realize I'm really not talking much about impressions, but I think the game speaks for itself. The only thing this game is missing is multiplayer. There's a multi-crew on this ship, you know, and helping people out, and hearing your friends scream and wail while something gigantic and horrible eats them in the depths, and you're somewhere in the dark and can't find them.
Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency.
Oh, I don't have radiation here, so I'm going to put that back on so I don't use as much radiation or air. So yeah, and good news is I'm still at the level where I can get my little setup. Because it's quick and easy to maneuver, so I could skip by that big giant bastard any old time. This thing, not so much, especially coming down here in the dark. I don't have a sonar on this yet, believe it or not. I have that radar thing that'll tell me if, you know, something's attacking me or if I'm close to something, but, you know, that's factory. Yeah, I didn't have to add that. I think stock this thing will go to 900 meters. Fully upgraded, I think, with 1700. Don't think you can get much deeper than that in this game unless you're swimming out of your suit. Out of your suit, you don't seem to have any limit to how deep you can go. It just gets, you just use more oxygen the deeper you go. Hopefully that's everything.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
You know what? No, I didn't want to do that. I am gonna go check on my batteries. 100%, 94, 0. Ready? 100%, 0, 32, wow. Alright, back up to full power. Won't be a problem once I get down around the thermal vents. Because I'll just be able to recharge that way. But, I should reload my... Just in case. God only knows what's down there. Can't remember how many I fired. 2. Okay. You're playing on PlayStation, circle button to put your shit away. Took me a while to figure that out. Just swimming around my crap out. I think you swim faster if you're not holding something. I'm not sure about that. Alright. Oh yeah, and you can modify all the colors and shit of your submarine right inside of it. Handy dandy, wow. Now this is probably the trickiest bit.
Powering up.
Aside from getting past the giant friggin' monsters. Just because it's a tight fit through here. I haven't really found a good way to get through. Other than being extremely cautious. See, this tree's the tricky bit. I'm going another most of a kilometer, 3/4 of a kilometer, or half a mile, roughly in a diagonal down. And it's not a roomy situation here, so it's very pretty, but not a lot of. Oh, yeah, not a lot. I can't tell if that's top or bottom. I can actually see better without. Alright, because I know if I was watching this, I'd be screaming. I'd be like, look around, I want to see what the hell is down here. Well, creeptastic wonderfulness. Oh, Jesus, he's in here? No time for sightseeing. If you look in the Green River ooze, you'll find crystallized sulfur. That was one of the hardest things for me to find. Just a little tip there. Ooh, oh, ow. Once you get used to the size of this thing, and the fact that it kind of pivots around its center when you're turning, so you've got a lot of tail swing and front swing, it's not too bad to drive. It's a little tricky when you're trying to use the cameras, because you can get them off center from where you're going, and yeah, but other than that, take her easy, you'll be fine. Yes, I know. How deep am I? Still good enough for the little guy. I'm pretty sure I've been down here in the little guy. So, might be okay. Okay, good. I know. Alright. I gotta check that out. Yeah. What am I doing front side? Not too bad. Pretty good clearance up top. And still a little on the close side here. Let's go ahead a little bit. There we go. Only a little bit spooky, eh? For you non-metric folk, we're about 3,000 feet down. I'm curious if this vent will charge me up at all, because there's some hot water coming out of that. Let's see. Alright, let's have a look around. We're going down there. I'd like to build a base there, because it's just a cool spot. We came from up there, you know, more than half a mile away, almost a kilometer away. Doesn't seem to be any critters down here that want to eat me. But for the sake of it... Oh yeah, I am charging. Fantastic. I'm not going to shut that off just in case I need to make a quick exit. It's not always dark in here. Just had the lights off. But... Oh, I hope I don't roast myself. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm roasting myself. Oh, how hot is it down here? Anyway, okay, here we go. This thing is not small. I haven't met a living one yet. And I don't really want to. Well, I do want to, but I'm sure it's going to be terrifying, and it might fuck my shit up if I meet one. And there's a lot of crap on here. Like hours of stuff collected, you know? And fabricated, and just, you know, I would rather not lose it. That being said, save often. You'll thank yourself when you do. Alright, I'll start to have 800. Man, we're almost to the limit of those little tiny subs. I might just build one down here, because I don't really want to take this back up there. I'm going to go probably more than double this distance down eventually. So, you know, even here might still be too far away to be convenient. We'll see. Alright. Those really aren't helping down here. Why is the water murky all of a sudden? Is there an update that I didn't clue in on? Ooh. Don't know what I just ran into. Didn't seem to hurt me though. Yeah, if you're the kind of person who loves exploration and finding cool shit, this game is for you. Now there's a lot of other stuff that is cool and that I haven't shown, and so I try not to spoil it. And I realize that all of this, nobody has it. If you've never played the game, you don't have any kind of a spatial map in your head about how things are laid out, so you will probably have a hard time finding this at first. Eventually you do sort of stumble into it. Most of the large caves in this game are interconnected, so you will find everything in the caves eventually, and you'll get lost. And so when you come down here, have extra batteries, put a sonar on your little mini sub if that's what you're using. You're gonna need it. Anyway, what's our depth here? 871. Pretty much max. I wonder how far away I am. Well, if this is max, then I might as well at least put a vehicle bay here. Plus, this would just be a cool spot to have a little base with an observation room. And, you know, look at this beautiful tree thing with the little squid things. These actually look like the aliens from the movie The Abyss. Really good movie. Who the hell made it? The Aliens guy made it, I think. Ridley Scott? I think, yeah. Yep. Parker up here. And I think episode 2, since this have gone on for a little while, is going to be building a middle of the way base here. And then exploring down there. So that'll be cool. Looking forward to it.
Engine powering down.
In the meantime, have a go. I'll catch you in the next episode.